What are the things that you're willing to say no to right now and forsake that instant gratification so that you can have the gratification of success down the road? Hi everyone, this is Tina with Picture It Personal Finance, where I help small business owners, coaches, and consultants get their money life in order so that they can run a business that they love. Today, I want to talk about 12 characteristics or qualities of successful people. You guys know that I am always on the hunt for personal development and business development information. I love doing case studies of people who've accomplished a lot in their lives, and I have also paid for quite a bit of coaching myself, and so I am well versed in understanding what are the qualities of successful people. That being said, I don't want to at all represent that I have mastered these 12 qualities, but I recognize them as places where everybody who has great success has learned to manage or represent these qualities in themselves to some degree. So without further ado, here they are. Quality number one is that they have written goals. Whether it's a business plan, a vision for the future, or your budget, putting what you're looking to accomplish to paper highly strengthens the likelihood that that thing will come to bear. So make sure that whatever it is you're looking to accomplish, even if it's written in a journal or in a formal planner or typed up beautifully on a Google document, make sure that you have written it down and you have actively put it somewhere that you can reference at a later date. Quality number two is that they refuse to quit, but they also are really willing to fail fast. And what I mean by that is they hold on to the idea that their success is inevitable because they are refusing to give up. If your goal is to start a business, then just keep at it. If you keep at it forever, it's bound to happen. You only have so many things that you can do wrong before you get it all right. And that's where the fail fast part comes in. Try different things. Try different ways to find clients. Try different ways to serve your offer. Try different offers out if that's part of what you're trying to learn. But when you recognize that something isn't working, make the decision quickly that it's not working. Realize that fast so that you can constantly evolve and redirect toward that greater success you're looking to accomplish. Item number three is that they will choose to go their own way. The people that I've seen have the greatest success didn't just copy somebody else. At some point, they figured out something that is unique. They became in competition with themselves alone. It's the idea of blue ocean strategy. You know, there for a long time in marketing was this concept of red ocean strategy, that everybody was competing for the same area of shark infested waters, and they were just, tearing each other apart. So the ocean was red. It was filled with the blood and the remnants of all of these competitors. But blue ocean strategy is the idea that actually you can find your own space. You don't have to be in that highly populated area. And you can find your own space by niching or doing things in a unique way so that you have essentially gone your own way. And by doing so, you've made yourself completely unique. Quality number four is that they recognize saying yes to something means saying no to something else. As a matter of fact, an example that came up just today was I had an opportunity to go to a ladies' luncheon, and I've been trying to be a little bit less introverted and put myself in social settings. However, doing that would have turned into not being able to record my YouTube videos for today. So saying yes to one thing means a no somewhere else. Recognizing that and making a purposeful decision on which one you'll choose is highly powerful. Quality number five is that they're willing to make sacrifices. Would I have been willing to sacrifice that ladies' lunch to record these videos? Why, yes, I would have been willing to do that. What are the things that you're willing to sacrifice? What are the things that you're willing to say no to right now and forsake that instant gratification so that you can have the gratification of success down the road? Quality number six is that they're obsessed with self-development. All of the individuals that I have watched are purposefully reflecting on themselves, either by getting coached, going to therapy, or journaling. But they are regularly attuning themselves to what's going on with them and where they're having hardships, where are they experiencing blockages, where are they procrastinating, where are they avoiding. And then they're either seeking help to get those things resolved, or they're processing them in such a way that they've reframed it and they're able to now progress. But understanding that you can't solve the problems you have today using yesterday's thinking. Yesterday's thinking is what created the problem. So you need to think in a new way. You do that by having self-reflection and developing yourself. Quality number 7 is that they have a hunger. They have a desire to advance, and it's strong in them. They have a strong urge to move into entrepreneurism or into advancement. They are not satisfied with where they are today, and they feel compelled to move forward toward whatever aim or goal that they wrote about in quality number 1. Number 8, they manage their time well. This can look like a bunch of different things. Like it could be the saying no to some things and saying yes to other things. It could be the sacrificing some activities so that you could do other activities. It could also be delegating and becoming more efficient with how you use your time. I'm learning a lot about content batching right now because I recognize that much like when I worked in a deli building sandwiches in a factory line approach, I can do the same sort of tactics for producing content. And as I get better at that, I become more efficient and therefore I have better time management. Also delegation, this is a very big one. There's a lot of new entrepreneurs who feel like they don't have the money or don't have the patience to teach somebody else how to work in their business. And so they insist on doing it all, which is terrible time management. So learn what are the things that only you can do and learn what are the things that you can outsource to somebody else and then take advantage of that. Quality number 9 is that they take full responsibilities for their outcomes. Man, this is a hard one sometimes. When you do experience those fast fails, sometimes you want to rebel against taking responsibility for it. You want to say, but that person told me I needed to go to those networking events, and you resist the responsibility. But once you sense that resistance, you go ahead and dismantle that, because once you take full responsibility, you then can reprioritize your actions, your time, your thinking toward becoming the kind of person who will achieve the success you're looking for. Quality number 10 is that they choose their friends wisely. And I believe this is true both in home and at work. If you are going to have a friend circle or a networking circle that you regularly engage with, you need to make sure that they're a group of people who will support your greater goals. So for example, let's say you want to be a bookkeeper for dentists. It's probably not going to serve you to network with a bunch of chiropractors. Or let's say that you are a masseuse, and yet it would be wise for you, let's say, to start networking with gym owners, people who are constantly helping other people with weightlifting, right? Then you might have an opportunity to say, hey, this is a good group for me to network with. I can tell them about what I do. I can learn about what their clients are doing, and I can better assess how to make my offer more palatable to that group of people. On the home front, if you have a group of friends that you have been friends with forever and they are quite content where they are and you are trying to elevate yourself, it might not serve you to stay friends with them to the degree that you have been. It might serve you to create some distance there and to form some new friends that are at the level that you want to be. And I don't at all mean for this to sound like you see yourself as better than another group, because I don't believe that that's true either. But I do recognize that birds of a feather flock together. There's a book that I think says that you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with most. If the results that the 5 people you hang out with the most are not the type of results that you want to generate in your life, you need to find a new group of people to hang out with. It's just that simple. Quality number 11, they love what they're doing. And put another way, they do what they love. I have found that this is true for me, is that the more I lean into doing the things I love, the more joy I get in my everyday life and the more desire I have to do those things, especially in my business. When I look at my business, I realize that there are some aspects of it that I absolutely adore. One of those aspects is I'm a numbers cruncher. I love doing the analysis. I'm offering more and more virtual CFO services because I find joy in measuring KPIs and comparing them historically and creating projections for them in the future. Other people might absolutely hate that kind of work, and I hope that they do, because then they can work with me. My point is that I love that much, much more than I ever loved working in technology. I loved the people in technology. I liked the camaraderie of my team, but the work itself gave me zero satisfaction. And I find that the people who have the greatest success, even when I look back at my tech career, were the ones who just were super into the tech. They were reading the magazines all the time. They were studying configuration settings. They were going to any free vendor training that was offered. And those people got great promotions and deserved every penny of every raise they ever got because they brought so much value into the role. Well, I feel the same way about myself when I'm doing CFO, KPI, analytics type work. I just really love it. And I find nuanced information and trends that my clients can't see or don't see, or maybe they did intuitively see them and now they wanted some physical number evidence to justify what they believe is true. And doing the work that you love, you are just increasing your likelihood for success. And this goes back to that second quality, refusing to quit. If you like what you're doing, it's going to be a lot easier to refuse to quit. If you really don't like what you're doing, that desire to quit, when it comes up, it's going to be harder and harder to push away. So find something that you love to do and figure out a way to work that into your business or into your career. And then lastly, I believe that the most successful people have a faith in a higher power. Now, I know not all of us have the exact same faith system, but I do think that great leaders believe that somebody else can hold them accountable. So whether you think it's God or whether you think it's the police, somebody is going to be looking over your shoulder and making sure that you're doing a good job for the right reasons. Now, in fairness, especially when it comes to money management, could be an auditor. I know in tech we were regularly audited. Not that that was my driving reason for doing the work that we were doing, but knowing that somebody has greater authority than you and that there is a bigger game at stake can help you sort of humble yourself enough to do all of the items that were listed above in this category. There you have it, guys. Those are my 12 qualities for what make up a successful person. If you employ these qualities, I promise you, you will see advancement in your company, in your career, in your home life. Any place that you employ these, inevitably you will see improvement. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.